The word of the
I'm
day.
LaShonda Thompson, and this is the word of the day.
Well, what's up, y'all? So listen, I am just having a wonderful time. Well, I had to get this on tape. When I'm in the presence of wisdom, I'm over here sitting with some amazing women, and we're just having a candid conversation just about life and just, I just wanted y'all to chime in womanhood. I just want y'all to chime in and just hear what these amazing ladies have to say. And I'm telling you, I'm not going to tell you their age, but they look amazing. And they got some experience behind their belt. So y'all just chime in, tap in, and hear what these sisters got to say.
Don't allow yourself to be lonely, because God's with you no matter where you are, where you go, or what you do. If it doesn't feel right, it probably...
If I could say to a young person, if I can go back in time in my own life, I would have took the guy with the funny shoes to the prom. Hello. Instead of trying to be with the cool kid.
The nerd.
I would have took the nerd with me who asked me to the prom. I would have dated the guy who was not the popular dude and not the athlete. I would have loved to have settled, because at 59, I could date this one or that one, or younger, older. But it's not about the sex anymore. It's about the stimulation of the brain. They're not stimulating the brain. I'm working at such a higher level, not that I'm better, but the education, the jobs, the way I've been pushed, I'm at a higher level, and I have not met someone on that level. The ones that I do meet are married, and I would never cross that vow. That's unconscionable to do something like that.
Sometimes you meet that person in your college, in your 20 years, but sometimes you're not ready for that.
Amen.
And we have to stop beating ourselves up about it, because there's some experiences we're meant to go through. Nothing happens in our lives. Everything that we go through as women, we have to stop beating ourselves up and see it as a lesson. Okay, it's like passing a test. As you go on in life, sometimes the tests get a little harder. But you have to believe in yourself. You have to be confident in who you are, and sometimes you have to encourage yourself. Don't always look for people to give you that accolade. That I think for me, because for so long, people saw a light in me, but they were always trying to put it. Oh, you're not going to. Yeah. And you know what? When you hear people saying negative things, but you know in your heart you can do it, but you don't have the presence to just stand up and say, I can do it, a lot of times you get sidetracked. But you got to follow your gut. You got to follow that God in you. That's what I would tell young women. Don't let anybody, if you are determined and you feel it in your gut, if it's something you love, take a chance. Try it. If you fail, so what? You try something else and you try again. But don't let anyone keep you from being your authentic self.
I agree. It was drilled into us in our time. Go to school. You're going to graduate from high school. You're going to college. Graduate. I'm in that mindset, but I see now, being older, more hindsight, people don't have to go to college so much. I say, like my friend says, be true to yourself, but fortify yourself. One thing Syracuse taught us: you have your goal, you have a plan A, but you always have a plan B, because if A don't work out, you got to flip the script. You know what this is? The world is dictated by the money. The money. Follow the money. But you can't get the money unless you have some foundation. I think education is extremely important. I think that's what separates a black woman from a black man.
But it's the mentoring that becomes more important beyond education.
No, again, that's coupled with
never going to college.
I totally agree.
Had mentors, people who have. Don't be afraid if you're someone that has knowledge of something to share it. That was a big problem when we were coming.
I know.
We had a lot,
but we didn't have the social media that the kids have.
And it wasn't
now.
just the social media. Some of it was just the cattiness.
Oh, get yours. I got mine. Get yours.
And it never should be that way with women. You should be, first of all, in this world, we were put here to work together. Man and woman, women and women, we were put here to work together to help one another rise. No one got to where, whatever level they are in their field, without some help from somebody.
Amen. Everything is, you got to look a certain way, do things. This is material. I need this. I got to have that. You have to have foundation.
And it's all show.
It is show.
See, the show, that's only going to last for a minute. But if you are a true person who wants to help build up your community, build up your people, let me tell you something. You're the one that's going to win in the end.
I want you to speak to the women that may be watching this. What tips? Like, I asked you before, like, what would you tell your younger self, or how would you encourage the women that are watching, the younger women that are watching this. What would you want them to know? Like, speak on.
Whatever it is you want to do, research it.
Amen.
Talk to people that work in that area, be it film, be it law, whatever it is.
Science, whatever.
Talk to people who are like you, because you don't know. So many of these executives, these people, they want you to come to them. They want you. You can contact a lot of them now by email, social media. Send them, say, look, I'm interested in your field. What does it take for me to get from point A to B to C? And a lot of them are happy. When someone contacts them, they're thrilled. Some. But you know what? You have to weed out the ones who don't want to help you. The ones who want to help you, they're going to help you reach your goal. Try to work at something you love to do, because it's much easier to work on something you love to do than something you don't really like and you just want to make money. If you love what you're doing, the money will come.
Love what you do, and it does come a little easy. But what I learned is I've been a procrastinator. Don't waste time. In relationships, in business, in everything you do. You give it 100. My father always told me, start off with it 100%. With the people you meet, with the relationships you make, be it romantic or business or whatever. They start at 100%. And their character and their actions, you close your mouth and you hear with your ears and you see how they act. And that chips away at that 100%. By the time you get to 50, if they're not on board with what you want to do,
Bye.
cut them loose. You know, cut them loose. You do. I wasted a lot of time in especially in relationships. And I'm gonna speak to young women. If you have, like my friend said, you have that foundation, you have that goal. It always seems like when I'm on point, when I'm focused, when I'm on goal, and I'm moving at 100, there's always people trying to pull me back. And it's not just men; it's women too. Jealousy is an ugly thing. It's as cruel as the
No matter
grave.
where it comes from.
How do
And
you,
no
how do
matter
you handle
where
that?
Or others.
How did you handle? Like, how did you handle?
She handled it better than me. I took it internal. I was hurt. I wasn't happy. I was like, why? It's not to why. It's to do or die. That's what it is.
I basically
it's
told
not
her,
to
get
why.
lost.
There we go. It's not to
I
why.
know who
It's
I
to do
am.
or die.
The 5 things you think every woman should know about having their own money.
Have your own money, having a plan, having patience, looking for mentors, good ones, people who know whatever area it is that you want to get into. And also, not getting defeated when the first thing doesn't go your way. You have to persevere. You have to be determined. If you have those things, you're going to be all right. You got to have a prayer life. Because sometimes there's things that people, and you got to go to your higher power. A lot of people, they don't want to believe that.
But that's the
But
truth.
it's always,
You gotta
what
trust
needs
in
to go
God.
through. You got to trust God.
You gotta trust
Whoever
God.
you believe your God is. That higher power, that spiritual is much stronger than all the foolishness you're going to face on this earth.
Know everything you're supposed to know about your job. You don't have to share it with everyone. You pick and choose. Okay? Discernment. And that's the word. You don't give everybody, you ain't friends with everybody. You're not standoffish, but you pick and choose who you want to associate with. They don't pick you. You pick people. I have met people and made friends from around the world. And I love them.
Yeah.
And they're wonderful. But I didn't just, I was cordial and nice. It takes time to develop relationships.
And I was raised to give people the benefit of the doubt.
Exactly.
Until they show me
that
something
they're
different.
unworthy.
Then my grandmother was like, leave that one alone.
And if you're standing alone in this world, some people don't have mama. Some people don't have daddy. If you're standing alone, but maybe have a good network, like June said. It's your inner circle. Excuse me. It's your trusted compadre. Don't always have to be an elder. It could be people of peer and all, but it has to be people of sound mind and
Sound
like mind
principles.
and principles. There are
And
still
integrity,
morals, principles, and integrity. And that's out the window right now. Everybody about the mighty dollar. They trying to lay up. I'm not. I'm work with a team. I don't work with I work with a team of people. And then when you lay in the cut and you keep your mouth closed and your ears open, you get to see who the players are and who's who and what's what in the game. Everybody who's cool ain't the game. Hello. Cool and the game. Everybody who's cool ain't the game. You don't open your mouth, you listen. You do, and when you do your job, you do it efficiently.
To the best of
Your best ability.
It's about protecting yourself. Like, as a woman, we should protect ourselves. Can you just give me like 3 things you wish someone would have told you? Your mother would have told you, or you just 3 things you wish you would have known?
Men are not all who cracked up to be. Because I had some relationships that I look back on, I'm like, wow. But I think every woman at some point in her life, whatever kind of relationship she chose to have, you're going to make some poor decisions. Because, you got to grow, you got to learn. And don't beat yourself up. Especially African American women, we get hit from so many sides. Stop beating yourself up. You're only human. But don't allow someone to continue to abuse you. You have to say enough.
Don't settle.
If it don't feel right, it probably isn't right. Don't keep subjecting yourself to that because it's just not worth it. You're wasting your life away.
When you see, when you know, when this ain't right, you got to let it go. You have to follow, like you said, that inner voice. I didn't hear that inner voice at the time. I was in school. School dominated me. And then the love I thought I was going to build and the family and the children and that cookie cutter, what I saw, what I thought, this wasn't the person. I regret that I didn't recognize this person sooner because I could have cut him out my life, been further than I think I should be, although I'm okay, but I'd rather be further. And would have made better choices in hindsight, okay? And for women, if you're that emotional, you gotta check your emotions. I know of several friends of mine, several acquaintances of mine, they're taking care of men. They love these men. They so desperate to have someone in their life. They don't want to be alone. I'm dating someone, but he's not mentally stimulating me enough. So I'm still alone. To have half a man is not to have a man at all. What's wrong with you? You got a piece of parts and pieces and parts, and that's not a whole man.
And you should have what you want.
And you really should.
You should have what you want.
And it might not. We want our counterpart. Because we see the Chinese have the Chinese, the Japanese have. We want our black male counterpart. But sometimes they don't come. Yeah. But sometimes I'm saying my point is sometimes it might not be that brother. It might be a brother from another culture. Okay, who you fall in love with, you can't help it. You don't like it. Sisters get mad. They want to see black women and black love. I want to see it too. I wish I had that too. But I have to accept at this point in my life, it just not might be that.
But why do you feel so? I know so many black women, even me being myself, as being divorced. But why do you think so many of us are not married?
Because we have demands that other that our brothers can't meet. It's just, I'm sorry, they can't meet us.
Is the way we should be respected.
No,
because first of all, we're much more vocal. Some of us too vocal, but we're intelligent, and sometimes they're turned off by, just get along. No, it's not our job to just get along. We're supposed to grow together. It's supposed to be a partnership. And a lot of men, they're training the men who they look up to. They're bad examples. I'm just going to tell you.
that's right.
Point blank and simple. We live in a society where there's a white male or a melanated male. They all have this machismo that I have to live up to. No, you don't. A man respects his partner. A man respects people. Sometimes they don't look at the way they treat their mother, the way they treat their sisters,
Their aunties and
whatever. Are they respectful? Do they listen?
Yeah.
You have to really look at all of those things. Is there dysfunction in the family? You better do your homework. That's what I can tell my old self. Do my homework before you say yes.
My mama always told me this. She's like, do you know this person? I never knew what she meant. Then years later, do you know what's in their DNA? And that's speaking to that. There's dysfunction in family. What is in the background? But back to what we was talking about, and I'm not men bashing, there's women too. Sisters have done a bad job. One, when you try to hold a man by you can't hold no one that don't want to be there. If he don't want to be there, you have his baby or whatever, you fooling yourself. Because you're going to take that anger out on that child, more than likely. And you're going to resent the fact that he don't want you. I've learned to think, except if I'm not wanted, then I'm not wanted. Move up, pick up thy bed and walk. Okay? Because I don't have to put more love and time and energy into someone who ain't going to do the same for me. And it's not being angry, because black men love to say we angry, or they want exotic women, or they want something else. We're the most beautiful women on the planet. And we hold up the earth. Just because you're a size 2 don't mean we don't see your panty on, wear or undergarment. If you a size 22, grease it up
on some
and put
Spanx.
on a Spanx. Okay, wear the right bra so your bra back ain't in your neck.
And so when you're 40 and
Okay,
50, that
your rabbit ears
they're
ain't
not
hanging
down
to
here
your
to
knees. That's real talk. Real talk. All right. Wear your
Get a good
undergarment.
bra.
You have to dress underneath, so your clothes, so you look. It don't matter what size you are. And black and beautiful Rubenesque black women are in vogue today. Okay, all the clothes, all the things, but the underwear industry is bumping too. Just because little, Maisha got on a size 2 miniskirt, you can't wear that. But you can wear something complimentary. And you smooth out, you look good, boobies up, stomach tucked, thighs is not, wavering, waffling. You can look just as nice. But
leave a man something for his imagination.
amen.
You don't have to have everything hanging out. You can be, because first of all, if you dress nice and your clothes are laid nice, everything ain't got to be hanging out or so tight you can't breathe or can't sit down because you're pulling your dress down every 2 seconds.
Kim Kardashian didn't come with that. I came with this. Okay? I didn't have to buy. I didn't have to cut. I came with this. I didn't have to buy it. These people are trying to look like you. Okay? So celebrate you. Okay? Everybody's buying it. They got panties, right? With
the
butt
butt
in
in
them. Hello.
Yes,
That's
they
for
do.
the cauliflower and the skinny sisters who don't have nobody. Okay? If you got too much body, tighten up.
If someone is only interested in you because of your body, and everyone wants to look good, but everyone has the ability to look beautiful.
It's not
Sometimes
everything
go
ain't
see a
cookie cutter.
consultant.
This is just took the bar up and started, like you said earlier. It comes from within. You love yourself. You wouldn't, if you love yourself, you wouldn't accept a brother with his pants hanging off his leg. If you love
I
yourself,
don't want to see the crack of your butt.
okay, I don't want to see your crust and
A grown
the
man
underwear
or
ain't
middle-aged
clean,
man, none of
y'all.
Girl, good
Okay?
night. We don't got
And
enough.
they ain't clean, tighty whities. They dirty with the rim around. Because if you get, unfortunately, too close, you can see
You don't want to talk
what
about that
you don't
rap
want to
group
see.
that came with the pants on.
Oh, remember?
They had booties.
Wait a minute.
Skid
They had
marks.
skid marks.
Skid marks.
So
Respect yourself.
respect. It's about respect.
So wrapping up, ladies, I really enjoyed our time
Just
together
laughing. Yeah.
because, man, I enjoyed our time together. And I just want to thank you for taking the time to share your wisdom and insight. And just, as we wrap it up, just one thing, leave us with one thing on how we can celebrate ourselves as women.
First of all, love yourself and seek wisdom. Because wisdom is going to carry you forth and carry you through. Knowledge and wisdom, you need those things.
Lack of knowledge and wisdom will surely ensure that you perish. If you don't have knowledge and wisdom, you will perish. That's what I leave you with. So get your thoughts right. Get your head in the game. Go to work, because money moves everything. And love yourself, because nobody will love you more than yourself. Self first. Pay yourself first. Take care of yourself first. Because if you don't take care of yourself, your health, how you going to love somebody else? How you going to take care of your kids? How you going to love your parents? How you going to do for others? All right? Self-preservation
Self-care.
and self-care.
Remember, the most important thing is love, and love comes in many forms. And sometimes it's unconditional. Sometimes it's difficult. But that love is important. That's it.
Amen. All right, y'all.
Okay.
Well, y'all, thank you so much, ladies. Well, y'all heard it from